Hello, good morning class. So today ay atin namang aalamin kung paano mag-record ng depreciation. This is also an adjusting entry or adjustment at the end of the accounting period. So ano ba itong tinatawag na depreciation? Okay? So depreciation of property, plant, and equipment. No? So normally, ang nagkakaroon lang ng depreciation expense ay itong mga property, plant, and equipment. And exemption, may exception, no? Ay ang land. So land is considered as property pero hindi siya nade-depreciate. Meaning nade-depreciate ay nababawasan yung kanyang value. Okay, so when an entity acquires long-lived assets such as buildings, service vehicles, computers, or office furniture, it is basically buying or prepaying for the usefulness of that asset. These assets help generate income for the entity. Therefore, a portion of the cost of the assets should be reported as expense in each accounting period. So, dapat ay nagkakaroon tayo ng adjustment entry at the end of the accounting period para dito sa mga property, plant, and equipment na ito. Let's say, for example, ay bumili ka ng cellphone, no? Cost niya ay 20,000. So, after 1 year, 20,000 mo pa kaya maibebenta. So, that's the reason why we need to record an expense for us to arrive what is the current cost, no? At current value ng asset na yun. Okay? Alright, so factors involved in computing depreciation expense. The first one is asset cost. This is the amount an entity paid to acquire depreciable assets. So ito yung tinatawag na original cost, kung magkano yung ibinayad mo nung bilhin mo yung asset na yun. Okay? And then the second one is estimated salvage value. No? In other terms, tinatawag itong residual value or scrap value. So this is the amount that the asset can probably be sold for the end of its estimated useful life. So paano ito? For example, may bumili ka ng refrigerator and then after 5 years nasira yung ref, no? Yung refrigerator. May halaga pa ba yun yung masira? Yes, pwede mo pa siyang ibenta sa junk shop. And then yung halaga na yun ang tinatawag nating salvage value or residual value. Okay, and then the next factors is estimated useful life. So this is estimated number of periods that an entity can make use of the asset. So this is only an estimate, no? Sabi nga ay estimate lamang, no? For example, yung refrigerator, so ang normal na estimated life niya sa previous na survey, for example, sa mga previous na bumili, ay 5 years lang yan. So that is the estimated useful life. Take note of this, useful life is an estimate, not an exact measurement. So yan, not an exact measurement. Okay? All right, so this is the formula in computing depreciation expense. Actually, there's a lot of method or formula in computing depreciation expense, but this is the standard, the straight line method. Asset cost less salvage value, and then the result would be your depreciable amount divided by useful life. Mako-compute mo na yung depreciation for the period. Okay, let's take a look the example. Okay, illustration. So March 31 to record depreciation expense. So assume service vehicle acquisition cost is 500,000. And then the useful life is 30 years. Residual value is 50,000. So this is the entry. No? Depreciation expense, service vehicle debit of 1,250. Okay? Alamin natin kung paano na-compute yan. Okay? So, and then credit to accumulated depreciation, service vehicle of 1,250. Okay, and take note of this as well. So, hindi natin siya i-credit sa service vehicle. Magkakaroon tayo ng additional account in the asset section, which is accumulated depreciation. So accumulated depreciation is the asset account, but this time, ang normal balance niya ay credit. Kaya ito'y tinuturing na contra asset account. Okay, and then the explanation to record the depreciation expense. So, paano na-compute yung 1,250? So, acquisition cost given naman 500,000, less natin yung salvage value or residual value na 50,000. Ang depreciable amount is 450,000. And then divided by the useful life of that asset. So, 30 years daw na magagamit. So, depreciation for the period, this is for 1 year, no? For 1 year depreciation expense is 15,000. But ang ating ine-record dito is monthly depreciation. So we need to divide 15,000 by 12. So we will arrive at the amount of 1,250. This is the monthly depreciation expense. Okay, another illustration. Assume again, no? Equipment acquisition cost is 60,000 and then useful life is 5 years. So, paano natin siya i-record? So, March 31, depreciation expense equipment, 1,000. Accumulated depreciation equipment, 1,000. Okay? To record depreciation expense. Okay, asset cost, sabi ay 60,000. And then, yung salvage value niya, walang nabanggit. So, meaning, wala siyang salvage value. And then depreciation, depreciable amount. Simply, yun na rin yung acquisition cost since we don't have a salvage or residual value. And then divided by the useful life, that is 5 years. So the depreciation amount, this is a yearly depreciation amount is 12,000. So divide natin again by 12 since ang ating i-record lang ay monthly. No? Monthly depreciation expense is 1,000. Okay. All right. So I hope you get this is very clear to you. So let's take a look the last illustration. Okay. On January 1, the company acquired furniture amounting to 50,000 with an estimated useful life of 6 years and estimated residual value of 2,000. What is the adjusting entry on December 31, okay? Ano kaya ang adjusting entry natin on December 31? Depreciation expense, furniture, 8,000. Paano kaya naging 8,000? We will compute that later. And then accumulated depreciation, furniture, 8,000. This is to record the depreciation expense. So asset cost, given naman, no, noong January 1 ay bumili itong company ito ng furniture, nagkakahalaga ng 50,000. And then sabi ay meron daw itong residual value or salvage value na 2,000. So the depreciable amount is 48,000. So i-divide natin sa useful life niya. Ang sabi ay the useful life is 6 years. So divided 48,000 divided by 6 is equal to 8,000. Since ang tinatanong sa atin ay the entry or the adjusting entry on December 31, maybe this company ay nagkakaroon lang ng adjusting entry yearly. So, entry to record the depreciation expense on this specific given scenario is 8,000 debit, that is depreciation expense furniture, and then accumulated depreciation expense furniture credit 8,000. So that is yearly depreciation expense. So yearly lang siguro sila nagkakaroon ng adjusting entry. Okay, so I hope that is clear to you. No? Let's do the exercises. Okay, first question. On January 1, you yung pangalan ng company, no? YOU, company purchased a machinery cost of 500,000 with estimated useful life of 50 years and estimated scrap value of 10,000. Prepare an adjusting entry for the month of January. Then second scenario or second given scenario nga, no? The office building was bought in the amount of 2 million and its residual value of 100,000 with an estimated useful life of 45 years. What is the annual? Okay? Ang tinatanong dito ay annual depreciation expense. Okay? And then last, when company decides to buy 3 sets of new computer with a total cost of 80,000. So yung 3 sets ng computer ay nagkakahalaga ng 80,000 daw, no? Expected to use at the end of 5 years. Ibig sabihin ay 5 years lang magagamit yung 3 sets of computer na yon. And then what is the monthly expense? Okay, just comment your answer and then I'll check that later. So thank you so much and have a good day.